Russell Westbrook rumor. Top 5 potential landing spots for former MVP after a promising resurgence in Denver. Russell Westbrook is ready to rewrite the script. Having declined his player option, the former MVP is on the market. Anybody can grab him for minimum value. But after what has been an off-season splashed with major moves that shot team salary caps, options are limited. Yet, there are still some, with no official contract signed. It looks like Westbrook is thinking his decision through. While not at his peak, Brody still brings heart and a veteran's wisdom to any team. Nikola Jokic felt his impact inside just one season of playing together. Their paths aren't crossing again this season. However, here are 5 teams that could look to add the potential future Hall of Famer to their ranks. The Suns have conducted extensive business this offseason. They've freed themselves from Bradley Beal's contract. Additionally, the historic 7-team trade for Kevin Durant provided them with some relief. They got out of the second apron, recapturing their ability to freely manipulate the roster. However, it's unreasonable to think the front office will jump into any major moves. Durant's trades provided them with valuable returns. Jalen Green is still young and has shown great promise. Dillon Brooks tightens their defense. What they lack is a true playmaker, a visionary who can link Devin Booker and the Suns' plethora of scoring options together. That's where Russell Westbrook could fit in. Despite coming off the bench, Westbrook averaged 6.1 assists last season. His scoring abilities have dipped. But the Suns aren't in dire need of a support scorer. They need a guard who operates with character. That's exactly what Russell Westbrook is known for. In addition to this, his tenacity and competitive spirit could help the Suns with their revival in a packed Western Conference, Detroit Pistons. The Pistons were a team from the East that caught everybody by surprise. Led by a breathtaking Cade Cunningham, they managed to break a 17-year drought and captured a playoff win. The team, as it is constructed, is young. The Pistons have dynamic athletes such as Ozar Thompson and Ron Holland too, with a pair of rim protectors in Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren. Cunningham is perfectly capable of managing distribution. But in a long season, having an affordable point guard with a decade full of experience is only going to boost them. Westbrook could slot in as a secondary point guard, especially after Caris LeVert's signing. The Pistons can use the biannual exception to sign Brody. It would hard cap them to the first apron. However, for a team that is yet to hit their ceiling, the Pistons aren't looking to make any major additions. Being below the second apron is always an advantage. Westbrook serves their gritty play style and can mentor a number of youngsters. It could be a match made in heaven. Westbrook stands for all the attributes of Detroit basketball, and he is up for grabs. It's just about making the move. Sacramento Kings. Coming to the favorites on the list. The Kings and Westbrook have been linked from the time he decided to decline his player option with the Nuggets. And after last season, it's fully clear as to why. After trading De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs, the Kings haven't been able to replace him with a true point guard. Keon Ellis is their young guard to follow. But he's developing more as a defensive headhunter as opposed to a point guard. Russell Westbrook could earn a starting spot playing for Sacramento. On a roster that includes decorated scorers such as DeRozan and LaVine, Brody's explosive play style could help open up the floor. Even if not as a starter, Westbrook can contribute to strengthening the second unit. There's just one catch. The Kings have to clear up some space. They have tried, offering Malik Monk in a trade for the Warriors' Jonathan Kuminga. However, the Bay's resistance is yet to be broken. There are also a few issues with the salary cap. The Kings are already carrying 15 players, the most permitted for a season. Moreover, they are hard capped to the first apron at $195 million. Hence, making space for Westbrook could be an issue. But it wouldn't require any major shifting from their end. So, despite the troubles, the Kings are a team to watch out for. Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks have been at the center of the offseason for the wrong reasons. It started with an upset Giannis Antetokounmpo, who could still be on the cusp of leaving. They aggravated the situation by waiving Damian Lillard to sign Miles Turner. That move shifted the Bucks' identity. They are a defensive workhorse right now. However, stretching Lillard's contract also put them out of the second apron, which means they can now use exceptions to sign a veteran. If we look at Westbrook's last contract, which was less than $4 million, he would be a bargain for the Bucks. They have a strong shooting lineup at their disposal. Gary Trent Jr., AJ Green, Taurean Prince, and Bobby Portis all shot over 35%. Turner is coming off a season shooting a career-high 39.6% from three. With no real facilitator on their books, Russell Westbrook on a minimum contract would make their roster whole. And who knows, it might help seal Antetokounmpo's loyalty to the franchise at least for another year. Indiana Pacers. Now we come to the more unlikely yet possible options. The Indiana Pacers just had a dream run. They made it to the NBA Finals, a place nobody thought they would belong. And not only did they do that, but the Pacers dragged OKC to 7 games. The reason they couldn't fight? Tyrese Halliburton tore his ACL in the most important game of their season. Has it left a void? Not really. It's opened up an opportunity for TJ McConnell and Andrew Nembhard to have expanded roles. However, think about their identity for a second. The Pacers don't need one guy. They thrive off unity and the pace at which they play. Russell Westbrook might be 36, but beating him with the ball is still an obscure occurrence. He fits the profile the Pacers need. Westbrook is a gifted passer who can see plays a second before the rest. Additionally, he was the underdog when playing for the Thunder. So Brody can understand the Pacers' desperation after reaching the NBA Finals this past season. Being under the first apron, the Pacers can achieve a union without any hassle. But the reason it's unlikely is because of their young team. They have players who are set in their roles. They might not want to interfere with that pattern by bringing in Brody, but it's always a possibility. Where do you feel Westbrook will land? Let us know your views in the comments below. Hey friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. Got a question, opinion, or suggestion? Drop a comment below. I read all of them and I often feature interesting ones in my next videos. And most importantly, for more exclusive boxing highlights and celebrity news, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support helps us grow and keep bringing you awesome content. See you in the next video. Stay safe and take care.